Brent, again, congratulations on a good win last week, another last-second drive, and I know probably as an Eddie coach you don't want to always cut it that close, but what do you think it's showing about Colby and just this offense in general to be able to make plays late like that to get wins, whether it's pretty or not? What do you think that's showing with this offense right now?
Well, I think as a team, there's a never say die attitude. I know that we don't convert on the 4th and 22. I'm talking to Colby about what we're going to do in a one or two play scenario, and really the defense providing us that opportunity was the key. Every bit as much as us making that 88-yard pass. But I think as a team, we understand that two things work hand in hand, and that's showing up on a game-in, game-out basis.
Sure. Well, what do you say about Colby's toughness? I know he's taken a couple shots to the back at Oregon, and even last week he went out for a play, and he's been able to come back in, and he's certainly been shaking it off like just bumps and bruises. And maybe that's what it is, but how have you been impressed with his toughness so far? Because I know football is a context where you're going to take some hits, but how would you assess his toughness so far?
Well, I think he's proven he's very physically tough, and I think mentally tough too. It hasn't gone perfect in any one of these 4 games, and he's hung in there, and I don't think his confidence has wavered in any of the games, whether he's been getting hit or not. He's hung in the pocket, even in those games he's been hit a little bit. So, I think that's what he has to do. His skill set is he's a pocket passer. He's not a guy that should be out there scrambling a whole lot. He understands, what he's best at, and whether we have pressure or not, he's been able to hang in there, and as those games have gone along, he's remained confident.
Is he also, obviously as your first drive against Florida Atlantic, march right down and score, and then he had some moments, but certainly I'm sure there's probably some frustration. So moving forward, is it just about being more consistent, or what would you like to see offensively moving ahead, whether it's Michigan State or as you get into conference play after that, where would you like to, where are your concerns, or where would you like to see it go?
Well, I think it's certainly consistency. I think I look at that first drive and the ease of it and saying maybe we can't stand success a little bit. It happens so easy. You might have a little bit of mental relaxation. So we got to learn from that. And I think the same thing will maybe apply against Oregon too. We scored not easily, but we scored early, and then we maybe catch our breath. But we can't do that. You always got to keep your foot in the pedal, and that has such an impact on how the flow of the game can go from there. So moving forward, I think we just have to be able to stay on the edge probably a little bit more throughout the first half and throughout games, because obviously we've gotten on edge towards the end of some games and performed well, but it's just consistently being there, I guess.
As far as Colby taking those hits, he's fine. I know Coach Bolden didn't say that he's questionable or anything. I imagine he's ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
And has that been affecting maybe some of his mechanics and stuff, or at least from when you see it on film or talk about it? Has any of that maybe affected any of that?
You know what? I think he went out at the end of the 3rd quarter and came back in, and from that point on, opportunities to make some real clean throws maybe wasn't there. He missed a few throws before he got hit, so I don't know. I think it's a matter of he's hanging in there doing the best that he can, and we gotta as a quarterback you're gonna wake up on Sundays sometimes and feel it, and I think that's where he's been the last couple of weekends for sure.